Welcome to this week of Fly Rod Chronicles. We're in my home state of wild and wonderful West Virginia. It's January and we usually have snow down here, and as you can see, it's going to be snowy. We've had some just unseasonably warm weather, but the snow is hit. We're in the teens. We're going to have to work for the fish. I'm excited about getting down here to Elk Springs Resort and meeting up with the Deans and maybe fishing with Ellie Mae, just like old days. So stick around and you're gonna love this show. Hey girl, whoa, yeah baby, drop RJ.
What a fish.
Yeah, wow, that's a beast, huh?
That's a great fish.
Man, golly.
Traveling the world, fishing, enjoying the great outdoors. Those are things that would have seemed impossible to me when I was a kid growing up in the mountains of West Virginia. I'm a lucky man and I never want to forget it, and I'm hoping that sharing my experiences with folks will inspire them to do the same. I'm Curtis Fleming, and these are my Fly Rod Chronicles.
I'm a fishing man.
We're down here at Elk Springs Resort, fishing Elk River. It's January. It's bitter cold. But I have to fish. I've got to get my fix. And what's cool about this, it is a all-season fishery. You know, literally, just right here in front of me, there's springs that come up out of the ground, and those springs keep that water temperature where the fish will feed before it gets into the mainstream. So if you can find those places to get, you can catch fish all year long. You know, down here at Elk Springs, it was like an old-time family reunion. We started shooting shows down here when the conception of Fly Rod Chronicles. So, you know, we've been traveling the country and traveling the world, and we got to come back. And you know what was so cool about it is, you know, Elizabeth was 9-10 years old when we first come down here, and you know, she was that kid that just didn't take anything, and she was just flat sassy, you know. You're gonna see me catch the biggest catfish of the day. No, what I was just saying was that you would see me catch the biggest catfish. What do you mean? Who else would catch a big catfish?
Me. You know, when Curtis first came here, I was probably 7 or 8, and when I first met him, I thought, you know, he was really funny. He was nice. He was always making fun of me. And you know, it was really great. It was really great to have that experience with him when I was younger, and being able to grow up and then him come back and me be able to see him again, and that's really great.
And to see her, you know, mature as a young woman, and how much she's grown up, and this being the place that she's chose to be part of. You know, with kids today, you know, they can check out. They can say, I don't want to go fishing with my dad. She loves it, and it's just so cool to see how she's matured and what her future looks like.
Well, the reason I love fly fishing is because I have grown up in a family that fly fishes, and it's always been a thing that me and my dad have done together. And you know, it's really important, especially in today's time where everything is so technology-based. It gets you up off of the couch, off of playing on your phone, whatever else you're doing in your house, and it gets you out, being outside in the outdoors.
You know, being a father and having a couple daughters and my wife, I love having not only youth but women in the outdoors. You know, Darren, he hit the grand slam. You know, his wife fishes with him. He's got Elizabeth that hunts, fishes with him, loves being outdoors, and it's really cool to see that.
I always thought it was really important to get Elizabeth out in the outdoors, hunting and fishing. I felt like it was just good parenting to get her away from all the evils of the world. And I know it's an old cliche, but if you take your children hunting and fishing, you're not really hunting for them. They're with you at all times.
Honestly, and from the bottom of my heart, to the Deans who had a vision, who come down here, saw this place, and said, I want to make it one of the greatest places in the world. And we appreciate you having us, our friends, and for the state of West Virginia, having a great place that we can come down here and call it our home, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Very much. Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot more going on in Fly Rod Chronicles behind the scene. If you want to check it out, join us on Facebook or Twitter.
This segment is brought to you by TU's Veterans Service Partnership.
Welcome back to Fly Rod Chronicles. You know, it was cool to get down here and see the Deans again. You know, getting out on that water with Elizabeth. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too.
It's not like it's a competition or anything.
No, no.
You know.
Not at all.
We were fishing together, but maybe not in the same holes, and just to be able to look downstream and see a little girl that I once knew that grew up and look down there and see her rod bent and having a fish on was really, really cool. You know, as everybody knows, I don't know what the attractant with me and trees are. Why when I get a strike, it goes up in the tree? And it seemed like 2007 all over again, because instantly you hear this voice. Not good.
Curtis, are you fishing for squirrels again?
Squirrel. I don't think that's good, brother. You fishing for squirrels, Curtis? You know, that's her favorite line when I get in the tree, so, you know, I dish it, I gotta take it. There he is, look here, he's a pig too. Big bow, huh?
Yep. So I'm gonna change sides. I'm gonna let you steer him across.
All right, yeah, yeah. Nice, dude. Nice, man. That's a good fish. That's beautiful.
Ready?
Yeah, yeah, nice. That's pretty sweet, huh? All right. Sweet, man. That's a chunker, isn't he? You know, doing cold weather fishing, there's a lot of elements that you deal with, and I can't tell you how many times fishing in the winter that my guides froze up. This time, my guide froze on me. You know, Zach, I think he was ready to head back into the lodge, and I was just warming up. I only wanted to catch a couple more fish. Nice. Woo! That didn't take long, did it?
Thank God.
Huh?
I said, thank the good Lord.
Yeah.
I've taken a lot of guide trips. Most guys, they enjoy fishing, not quite as much as me, but they like it. And they're bored, they're tired of fishing, and I'm like, yeah, let's keep going, let's catch some fish. They get tired, they come inside, no big deal. Man, I am telling you, this cat would not stop fishing.
The smile has like froze.
It was cold outside, it's like 10 degrees, and he just wouldn't quit.
Attaboy. Sweet. Good job, man. I like it. One more. I'm telling you, right here.
You lift?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh! Are you gonna lift? Right here. Woo! Now seriously, I mean that's a 4-pound fish, 5-pound fish. That's a pig. Look at that guy, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Drop him right down the net there. Yep.
My hands were cold. Of course, he didn't touch any fish. I'm dealing with the fish, I'm tying on. My hands were red, I was cold. He kept fishing. One more fish, he said. One more fish. He said that 10 times, one more fish.
All right. All right, we're out of here.
Curtis Fleming is crazy. He is. He's not right in the head.
In that last one, he's like, are you gonna set the hook? I was too cold, nothing was moving, you know? Just got stuck.
Good fish, man.
Yeah, that was, man, them were nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. Let's go warm up.
Closed captioning is provided to you by Buff, the original multifunctional headwear.
You know, as we've said forever, fly fishing brings people of all walks together. You know, having Senator Maynard down here meant a lot to me personally. You know, he was at the Capitol at Charleston, and the legislature is just getting ready to meet and do their thing. And as soon as we called him and said, hey, we'd really like your take on the outdoors and have you to be part of Fly Rock Chronicles. He's like, I'm gonna finish things up in the office and I'll be right over.
West Virginia is so blessed with so many natural opportunities for sportsmen and outdoorsmen. This area especially is blessed due to the Elk River traveling underground in the limestone caverns. And when it comes to the surface, the temperature stays relatively mild year-round so that trout can live and gives fly fishermen a unique opportunity. West Virginia is losing some coal severance tax, and we need to capitalize on the wonderful opportunities that exist here.
It's Westervelt Ecological Services, time for conservation.
You know, being up here on the Elk River in West Virginia, you know, it's an honor to be standing right here on this property that used to be owned by Grafton Coal Company and was owned by a good friend of my family in an area where I grew up in Bridgeport, West Virginia, and that's Mr. Compton. You know, at one point, this area right here, I mean, it had a coal tipple, it had railroad tracks that went through it, it had, you know, all the remnants of a coal mines. And what's cool about it, before they donated it to the state of West Virginia, they cleaned it up. And after they cleaned it up, it's as scenic as the rest of our state. You know, what's so cool about this is Mr. Compton's legacy will continue to live on. And right here where I'm standing, you know, right below us is some of the best trout fishing in the state of West Virginia. And this is public now, where it would have been private property. And you're talking about a conservative act of kindness from the Compton family. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So, you know, if people out there are thinking, man, I got this land and what's gonna happen to it after I pass away, conservation is the way to go. And just hats off to the Compton family for giving back to our great state of West Virginia.
Sitting here and wishing me and Ellie Mae was fishing, throwing bugs, shooting bucks, it's her family's tradition. Got a 55 Chevy and an old trusty 5-weight. Heard the hatch is coming and you know she won't be late. If I had $1 for every trout that she raised, I'd hire her as a guide and I'd have a better fishing day. The old mill pool's where we're gonna be. Butter browns are feeding all in front of me. The sulfur bugs are flying, Ellie Mae is tying. Pattern so small that I can barely see. In the back of my mind I can hear Ellie say, present a perfect drift and you'll have a better fishing day.
Oh my God, that should be it. There we go. Yes, sir.
Come on, baby. Come up here. Attaboy. Nice, man. Attaboy. One more. I'm telling you.
The sun's going down here in almost heaven. We'll meet at Elk Springs for dinner around 7. Talk about the catch or all the ones we missed. We threw them all back and still had a trout sandwich. Pick up this guitar and I'll sing to Ellie Mae. I couldn't think of a way to have a better fishing day.
How cool is that?
That's just for you. One for nobody else.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Stick around. We'll be right back with more Fly Rod Chronicles.
Just a fishing bum. If I don't have the gas, then I stick out my thumb. I've gotta get there one way or another. I'm a fishing bum.
Well, here at Elk Springs, we try to make everybody happy. We've got, if someone wants to bring their family, they can rent the entire lodge, or if a couple of fishermen just want to come, we've got mini cabins. We've got any kind of lodging from one extreme to the other that will just try to make everybody happy.
Elk Springs is a year-round resort. Starting right now in January, you can fish the Elk River, January, February, March. You can ski at Snowshoe. You can stay here. If you don't want to ski, you can fly fish all day long. The springs never freeze up. The Elk River, where the springs run into the elk, never freeze up. Then you run right into the spring where you have the mayfly hatches. Compares to any other place in the world, all the mayflies, all the bugs, all summer long, all the way terrestrials, all the way through the summer. You can do whatever you want in the state of West Virginia. We're a good central location. You're about 2 hours from anywhere. And at the same time, if somebody in your family don't want to go to a tourist attraction, they can stay here and fly fish. Then you come into the fall, you have the beautiful changing of the leaves. If you like looking at leaves, you can fly fish then. We're in an area you can stay here and you can hunt. And then you run right back into winter, and here we go again. You know, late fall, in the winter, you can fly fish year round. It never freezes up, never gets too warm. There's always fish and they're always happy.
You know, winter fishing can be tough. One of the toughest things is visual, seeing. You know, you gotta have a good pair of polarized glasses, and you know, having these coastas is so cool because you got the snow that's reflecting off the sun, and it cuts through that glare. And like right now, I'm looking at fish. They're all potted up right in one area. And typically I would go down there and start fishing there, but being able to see those fish, I would never now start over there because that would give away and spook those fish out of there. So what these polarized glasses does for me is it lets me know that I need to go to the other side of the stream and work these fish from another angle. What are you guys doing?
Hey, your hand's a little cold?
It froze. I got gloves. Oh, you got gloves?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to catch fish.
Nice cast.
Good cat.
Uh-oh. You got big. Oh.
It's a big.
Nice.
Explain why I carry a big net.
I now understand.
All right.
Yeah. That's good fish. Yeah, man. Woo! You know, my hands are warmed up if you want me to reel that the rest of the way in for you. I can get it in.
I think I can handle it.
All right.
Thank you, though.
Go! Whoa! Yeah, baby. Good job, RJ.
What a fish.
Yeah. Wow. That's a beast, huh?
That's a great fish.
Man. Golly.
It's time for Trout Unlimited's Release of the Week.
Wow, what a good fish. Look at that guy. He's eager. He's ready to go, isn't he? Woo! Nice. Wow. That's incredible, Elizabeth. Unbelievable, man. I mean, down here at Elk Springs, we tore it up again, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
winter fishing at its best. Elk Springs, I can't thank you guys. Some of the greatest guides in the world exist right down here on Elk River. These guys seriously take it serious. I mean, they live it. It's about getting down here and catching fish. You got to come check this out in wild and wonderful West Virginia. And if there's any way you can get down here and fish this place, you got to do it. Good job, Ellie Mae.
Thank you.
Come back for more Fly Rod Chronicles next week.
And I'm just a fishing bum. If I don't have the gas, then I stick out my thumb. I've gotta get there one way